You may, should sit up. Oh. You may think I'm teasing, just saying all this Jesus stuff, bathing my feet. My feet do need washing and they're cracked. I've got to put my heel balm on, but I'm not poking fun, It's like being recognised as Jesus in this sort of time isn't like, it's not a selfish act. It's more like I'm thinking more about the world, I'll sit this up. I think more like, I think being recognised as Jesus in this world, being acknowledged and loved and accepted, and probably honouring all those 2,000 years that have been confusing time for a lot of people, a lot of bad things happen, a lot of good things happen. You got to remember those the most, the good things. Bad things you can't do much about, they're over, they're past. You've got to look ahead all the time, to think about the future and remember the past and how it affects us now, and how that's going to affect the future. But I think about, how just us as human beings being happier, what a weight of burden that would take off the animal kingdom, and then they'd be, more likely to, nurture the earth more and live freer, the animals, and we probably wouldn't have to eat so much meat, Probably take a long time before, we gave that up completely, People that love their meat, but which animals don't mind. They eat meat too, they understand that, but just, killing millions of animals every day to feed so many people is pretty brutal, on the species of, all these different animals and things. They want lives too. They have dreams, animals, so, we're missing out as well, but they're missing out, and, little bugs and little creatures and little things, they're almost scientists in a way, because they're creating chemicals and things to propagate new plants and new species, and if they're not happy, if they're not getting nurtured and they're not getting loved, and the love's not filtering down from us, we're like their gods, so Jesus is the King of Kings, and he's the king of all the animals. The animals are king on the earth. They're the meek, so they inherit the earth, and so Jesus is like the king of the animals, because he's like meek like them. He understands the animals and their plight, and how they help the world, and how they sort of nurture the ground and create new species, and not just of animal but of plants, and that's how the world can change, rather than relying on medicine, technology, science. It's better to use what's here already, the science that's living out there in the ground, doing all that work everywhere, and it'll take the burden off us too, we could walk out the door and pick fruit off a tree. We don't even have to have supermarkets. It's a pipe dream to some, but I see it as a reality. Even just that acknowledgement that Christ lived and he might live now, if you're happy to accept that sort of person that you might see in me, well, that's who I think Christ lives the most in, is myself. So, anyway, it's just I don't know what you call it, a burnt offering. What's a burnt offering? That's where you offer up like a dead animal, is it? I don't want to be a dead animal, so I won't call it a burnt offering. I'll just call it an offering of love and peace to the world. And anyway, I'm here if you want to come around and hang out and be a friend. I've always got time for people, unless I'm at school. I'm going to back to school next week, so I'll see you around. Say hello or whatever if you want. I don't mind. So just don't get in my face and hassle me about anything. It's none of my business what you do. I'm just a private person, really. I've got no affiliations with that many people. I'm just got a few friends myself. So anyway, back to the action. Oh, how are we going? Oh yeah, they've healed up completely. Look at that. Jesus' magical work. And then you look deeper, they're still sore. Anyway. Yeah. Probably need another half an hour, and I can put the heel balm on once they're dry properly. The water's looking a bit murkier. All right. See you for now.